Hello everyone, before I begin, I just want to mention that I wrote this before Group vs Mega Man and Hulk vs Godzilla were announced, so if you want to know more about those, wait till the end of the video and also check my community tab as it has those opinions in detail. Hope you will enjoy the video. I can't whistle to save my life. Oh, what? Deathbell's coming back? Let's bloody go! Don't worry, I'll be back soon. Just give me... how long will I be here? Oh, a week. Nice. Alright, I'm back. I have been back pain while I was gone, but I can still check out what's going on. So, let's see here. Oh. I can't read. Alright, back to making adult life. Let's make people angry at me again for my opinions. A lot of you in the Death Bell community will be quite aware of the Death Bell Kickstarter. It's been quite the talk amongst many people for a variety of reasons. Maybe the rewards, the goals, the fact it hit its first goal in 21 minutes. That's pretty radical. Especially given the prices are... What in the hell? Who bought this? You! What bank did you steal from? Oh, you two! Whose grandpa did you kill and take the inheritance of? Oh, don't pick up a god about you! Which goal did you steal that free money from? But with a few of these goals being reached, they revealed some matchups that they will be doing for the season. Or whatever they're doing now. I'm still not fully intact from all this. I'm confused as you are. Currently, as of writing this script, around 8 of the matchups have been revealed, outside of a fan-voted rematch episode that I won't be including because it's fan-voted. And also Light vs Columbo, because really, I don't have much to say about that. I don't like nor care for intelligence team matchups, so they actually will be around 3 seconds long, and I like my content to last longer than that. Also, it's mainly a bonus episode, if anything. If there are any more matchups that get revealed from the Kickstarter after this video, it'll just get a community post. I'm not making an updated section after voicing all this. I kind of want to live. One quick thing before we begin. The numbers on the transitions will have their own colours on them, and they are based on how much I like it as a matchup. If it's green, then golly gee, with a Sunday, I like it. If it's yellow, it exists. And if it's red, I begin to question my life and allow myself to suffer knowing that they exist. And, yeah, that's really it. Let's begin this list. Remember, this is my opinion. If you like a matchup that I don't, then that's okay, even if I think I should promote you to Galaxy 3874. Well, that was insane. Cue transition! I want to show the society how fragile the superheroes really are. And I'll destroy this after my horrid upbringing. So you see, Junpei, I'm gonna need you to hit the second tower right there, mainly because I think it'll be funny and people will die. And that just sums up my problem with this matchup in a singular skit. I find the nature of evil versus ways to be evil contrast to be absolutely awful. Yeah, I hate the nature versus nurture contrast. What you gonna do about it? Send me to the 8th dimension? Nah, I'd win. Ah, fuck. But yeah, the fans of this matchup do one of two things. Option 1, completely miscarried Shigaraki and compare it to a dude who is barely like him at all, besides in looks. They don't look similar at all, but that's another story for a different week. And their powers, which is boring! Or option 2, remove everything about Shigaraki's backstory and make the matchup... Oh wait, what's the word here? Let me just go through this. Oh yeah, boring! Damn, I do not care for this dramatic list at all, besides the whole parallel dot images to the protagonists of their shonen. That's actually an okay connection, I'll give it that. Better than everything else in here, kickstarting an entire lockdown, but to each around. The dynamic has been debated to hell and back, to the point where reading into it has created the next 2 Bibles as long as the free version is the original. Let's take a verse from the Holy L Bill and see what it says. Bruce is debating a bird scene 2. Shigaraki can see the sinner because of his hacks, so he kills the curse by dealing completely evaporates. Wait, hold on, don't people say Shigaraki loses this? I mean, yeah, I could see why, personally. Okay, ignore that. Either way, you didn't see that? Okay, let's carry on. Oh, come on! Yeah, Mahito and his manly toes is not attacking this. He is not Meta Knight Smash Brawl. He is not Virtual Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Bo is not him. He is a jobber who gets sent to the F dimension. What is he doing to Shigaraki? Like, what? Yeah, that's all I can really say besides one thing. This series combo sucks! Let's see what we have. We have this, which is shit. Not even Sir Night Eye, which it's okay. Mirio vs. Todo, which might be in my least wanted because that dynamic is and there's probably some better shit that I refuse to even bother fighting. Yeah, fuck this combo, it's bad. Anyway, let's go and see what to discuss next before I need to go into early retirement out of my sheer hate. Did you guys know that I like Pokemon? Yeah, I like Pokemon. In fact, besides Seraph at the end, which isn't as obscure as I thought it was, I'm not intelligent as you can see. It's actually up there as my favourite series of all time. I also grew up with the anime when I was growing up, obviously. Why did I write like this? So I have tons of sentimental value. Oh, who am I kidding? You already know what this matchup's gonna be. God damn, I can't even be secretive. Yeah, I don't like Ash versus Yugi. Mainly because I do not think Ash can do anything against Yugi's Hex. Which sounds kinda childish, but I really need to do more explaining. I want to see Ash fight someone who I think he has a reasonable fight chance against. This isn't even close to that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has tons of other hacks that go completely against Pokemon, to the point where I just think Ash does not stand a singular chance at all. I also do not think any of the methods people say the dynamic can work actually works. For example, people say, oh, Ash can just use all of his Pokemon. Even in the anime, they still use the 6 Pokemon per person rule. Not only is that the case in every single tournament, but Ash couldn't even use Palpitoad after he caught it because of that singular rule.
Because you're already traveling with 6 Pokemon, your Pokeball's not working.
Right.
Even in the anime. Why would they break that rule? It's never been broken in the anime. Guys, please. Also, there was mentionings of the Thunder Armor that I've seen. You know, this, the thing he got once, in a fight nobody liked, because of that Deus Ex Machina. Why? I mean, yeah, connection-wise, I'm not expecting much. It's not even that deep. I mean, what? Do you want me to see a Mahito versus Shigaraki fight damage worth essay on like Ash versus Yugi's romantic because neither of them have a dad? Unless you think Mr. Man's the dad. Really, my problems just come from sentimental value, which is why it's ranked higher than Mahito versus Shigaraki. I mean, I do not want to watch a character who I basically grew up with get murdered like this. Oh yeah, and people say that if Ash follows the rule of Pokemon, then it's boring. So you're telling me, with a straight face, that me wanting a person I really like to be decently represented is boring. Boy up, and he touched these hands! Also, do you want to talk about Seraph again? But you see, Deathbell's never followed this role before. Good sir, my good friend, my person. Why do you think I don't have about 10 out of 10s? Silly you. Go back into the diglett hole and stay there. The episode 200, I kinda just do not care. Anyway, yeah, that's not something I like about this, and honestly, if you disagree, I don't know. That's just a hard. To the next entry, please. So, guys, did you know that I hate Genshin Impact? Yay, one of my least favorite persons is saying he's a fucking Death Valley. That's just fucking swell. I think Genshin's a bit shit. That's a new opinion. I've played it multiple times to try and get into it, and I'm sorry, how the fuck do you people play this game? It's actually so boring. Getting things done is super tedious. Y'all play this until the 5th city? I quit after the first one. You will have more patience than I ever will. Yes, this is the reason why I decided the matchup. You want me to like a matchup that has a birth I don't like? Who do you think I am? A Twitter user? Actually, wait, they use Twitter. You should follow it because it's amazing and I also made it all. Anyways, I'll also explain why this matchup sucks. Now, 1. It's Genshin. It's not by default because of that. This one's a joke. I know you first man can't take those, but please take the joke. 2. It also ignores Zhang's character. Those are some nice beams here. Shame it's not what I want for Aang, but I don't know, to each their own. And the fight potential. Sure, Aang can better control his elements. What's he gonna do with just travels and deploys over his space? Exactly that. You know, we had other matchups, we had Dear Brother, Breath of the Wild Link. God, not you! So yeah, Genshin Impact matchup is underwhelming, and also does stuff for Aang, which means even if I like Genshin in my pants, I wouldn't like it as an Avatar fan either. Yeah, that's really it. It's supposed to just be Fiki the stuffing of Aang's character to war in the episode, and my general hate for Genshin. So, let's just carry on. I just don't care. This is 100% going to be the shortest entry here, because I just don't care for it. It's a cool matchup, I know what's gonna happen, and I'm glad it is. I've read the connections, they're cool. There is a fight potential that exists as well. I'm not going to debate this to the end of my life. I don't really care enough for Gurren Lagann or much for DC Comics. So, yeah, that's all I got for this entry. And that's all I can discuss about it. I have nothing else to say. I just want to see cosmic stuff happen. And when I see the cosmic stuff happen, then I'll be happy. Very happy. Probably.
Battle pass. I just shit out my ass.
I don't really have a funny joke or anything. I can't make a joke about something I barely even know in the first place. So, yeah, all I can really do now is just go into the next entry. Admittedly, I just don't know much about this matchup, nor do I really want to. But it has a returner, so I'll take it. I think a Nolan run back is... Honestly, he isn't the one to bring back after Omni-Man vs. Homelander. The episode is split in the fandom because of the one-sided beatdown, but if that's the case, I think I just prefer a Homelander return. Mainly because, 1, I'm getting into the boys and getting traumatized, and 2, damn, Red Keeper vs. Homelander is poggers as well as Nolan vs. Bardock. 2 franchises I really don't care for on a character I felt like didn't need to return. Also, maybe with the sneak peek just looks confusing to me. Does Nolan just start the fight because of nothing? Is that what this is? I'm so confused. But really, I'm just really confused about everything going on. Until I learn more about the matchup, I'll just keep it on my neutral list. If you have a problem, comment it, and I'll ignore you.
That's my fucking location!
And that's it. I don't have much to say about the neutral stuff. I'm neutral for a reason. I like Scythe. Did you know that I like Scythe? Well, I do. Luckily for me and my extremely high standards, this matchup has Scythes. So I'm sold. Take my $75. Ruby vs. Maga is finally coming. Let's win these W's in the chat, boys.
No! No!
Now, I like Ruby. The Beacon arc was cool, the Mistral arc, it existed. And the Atlas arc, I refuse to mention this. I'm going to the Comet Observatory to avoid it. This is my new room now. I can breathe in space. Cry about it. This was probably the episode I expected the most, being episode 200. And I would have preferred it instead of making it the sin that is what it is we talked about earlier. God damn it, why is my life like this? Anyways, Ruby vs. Maka is cool. Now, the matchup is usually brought up as Ohm's legacy matchup, and we all knew it was happening eventually because of that exact reason. Whether it be if Ruby ended in 2048, or when the heat death of the universe occurred when Goku Black got incinerated. But while we're all in purgatory, Purgatory came out of nowhere, yoinked us, and now we're back alive again, going to watch Peak Fiction, along with my Shibu Hirangi Funko Pop. I am surprised these actually exist. I also own one, because I have problems. Please help me. The connections between these two... I need to look into that. Was there any, or do I have memory loss again? It's probably that, but they're probably good because I'm the one behind the MU. All I got is the fucking handle of an oven. My cooking skills are as good as this planet. Could that make it full Sipes? I like me for some Sipes. I'm very simple. I see a Sipe and my brain goes, that's all I need. There's some other stuff, but you see, viewer, me being knowledgeable on this topic informs me being intelligent. And if you think a random British Chibi head who exists to be chaos is smart, I have to question who everything you were ever taught in that back alley you call school. But yeah, it's a matchup that I'm glad is finally happening. And I like Ruby, so I think this matchup is based on those reasons. And also, Scythes. In case you couldn't tell from this entry, I really like Scythes. Finally here, chat, let's fucking go! Now, I mentioned how much I liked this matchup before, and while I think I was a lot more rude about it back then, I have matured. And I still think this should have been top as well in TLC. That's beside the point. Why does someone like me like this matchup? Simple, really. The themes are amazing, and were only enhanced thanks to the Norse mythology version of Kratos being a true family man. Like, the Norse mythology made this matchup a lot more thematic, because of the whole father dynamic he has with Atreus, which really adds on to, well, Ashura being a father. I like to think that's really decent. And the dynamic... I think it never really had a problem in the first place. Like, yeah, Kratos never fought a giant on Ashura's level, or the level he could get to. But like, Kratos has fought more Titans than Ashura has. Ashura's only fought the one once. And even with this one caveat, Kratos still wins, so yeah. Also, I do think these games could be quite interesting to get into. I've never played them myself because I'm mainly a Nintendo guy. I've grown up around the console, so what do you want me to do? However, the lore seems very interesting, especially for Kratos' side, since that's where most of its decent beats come from, apparently. They're also really consistent. If I remember correctly, I'm gonna need someone to confirm that for me. And also, Kratos really does need an episode after his last one with Spawn. Because that episode wasn't that bad, honestly. Like, sure, it had its moments, but it wasn't bad. But it does need a decent upgrade. And I think Ashura is the perfect matchup for that. Scorpion and Doom guy we just don't talk about. Really, this isn't number one because I don't know much about the characters. So, I can't really make a decent enough judgment besides out of the connections and the dynamic that I already know of because I did a bit of research into the matchup. And honestly, the research I did really helped elevate this matchup and get it to number 2. However, number 1 is fire up because of the personal attachment I have to it. And this one is one I am very hyped for especially. You know, I haven't really had anything that interesting. All of these matchups had some sort of caveat to them, mainly with me not knowing Soul Eater, or much about Kratos or Ashura. Is there anything that I have any sort of personal interest in? That I like? Wait, huh? Let's go! Am I obvious? Yes. Do I care? No.
I would roast you, but my Mamma Mia told me not to burn trash.
This matchup was long past overdue, and I'm very happy it's happening now, because holy shit, the potential this episode has is beyond the very concept of the charts that is transcended past the very world we live in. Oh, wow, that chart's in space, Jesus. Is it up to Jupiter? That's insane. Now, I agree with these franchises, in case it wasn't obvious from me mentioning Nintendo like 2 minutes ago, but still Sonic is also a base franchise that I enjoy a lot, even if not as much as Mario or any other Nintendo franchise. The only real policy people have is to debate the matchup, because people can cause a war on par with the one in Sonic Forces with just how insane you all can go in terms of who you all think wins. Because really, and I mean really, if you want decent strong beats with both, you need to look at the games that suck. No, I'm being serious. Bowser has a beat where we jump through space and time in Yoshi's New Island. Out of all the games to master time here, it was that one. That's embarrassing. Also, there's also Sonic Chronicles because dumb RPG logic, but I'm a certified dumb, so I can't confirm defeats. You all can do that. I'm not a person debater, I'm a race person. Really, I don't know what else to say that others haven't, except one thing about the potential. Mainly coming from Junior and Sage, because there's no way these two are all going to be in the battle. You have no idea how the potential could work with these ones. Both characters are very caring about their children, and I want to know when both of them are going after each other, but then one of their children is in danger and their fatherly instincts comes in to protect the child, which causes the other parent to come in, which causes a battle between the parents. It could be extremely good and also perfectly cancelling what makes the characters so interesting, because both of them are villains, and very cartoonish ones at that. But when it comes to their children, they show a more sympathetic side. It's actually something that I believe the episode can get right, and it's the main thing I want to see for this episode. With what we know about the episode and how they'll scale things, I mean, Eggman could win. He is apparently being given a time here, so that could change things a bit, but outside of that, it could really be anyone's game. Overall, I am very excited for this episode, and I hope it lives up to the hype it deserves to be at. Before I end the video though, let's get some more things out of the way. When the poll comes out for the rematch, which episode would I vote for? Easy choice for me, Mewtwo vs Shadow has my vote. I think it warrants a remake the most. Master Chief vs Doom Guy... that episode was fairly decent for Season 1. It doesn't need a remake as much as I thought it did. It would be nice, make no mistake, but I think this matchup deserves it more. The only other matchup that I know that really warrants a remake is like Beast vs Goliath, and... honestly, that matchup's not that good, so I don't really want it to get the remake. Let's also tally up the matchups that I like, dislike, or I'm just neutral on. Let's tally the list first. The list has 3 matchups I dislike, 2 that I'm neutral for, and 3 that I like. An overall even split. Now let's add Honk vs. Wily and Life vs. Columbo in there, which makes it 5 that I dislike, and the other 2 don't change. That's sad. But now I need to include Hulk vs. Godzilla and Groot vs. Megamind. I didn't include them in the list because by that point, the script was already done, so I didn't need to. That makes it 4 that I like, 2 that I'm neutral on, and 6 that I dislike. Being British really is a fucking birth defect. Jesus, I didn't expect to be this negative about a matchup, Ross, so that's half the list! Don't expect my negativity to get the wrong idea in your head, however. By no means am I going to skip episodes or bash on matchups I dislike for those reasons. I'm still going to enjoy one of my favourite shows returning, especially since the Kickstarter has given them some insane amounts back in runes, with all the money that I got from people that I moat on the streets. Ignore that. Anyway, I'll see you all when I cope with Genshin getting on the show. That was a horrible idea. Just cue the damn outro.